Hi guys, welcome back. It's me again, and I got the same cake that I had in the other video. If you saw the other video, that was about when I left another job and what really happened and that, what was really going on. So that was that. Anyway, we're going to move on to the podcast I was on this year, both of them, and do the compare and contrast, spill some tea, and talk some crap about one person. Most of the people I met on those podcasts were great people. They were awesome. They treated me really, really well. Except one person. I think most people can guess who this person is because most people have a problem with this person. Oh well. Anyway. So, the first podcast I want to talk about is the Whatever Podcast. Now, despite what I've heard and seen online about Brian and Andrew and his wife, I don't really want to take all that in and consume it because I don't really want to know, no offense, about anybody's personal life when it comes to my entertainment or people that are in the entertainment industry. Despite if you want to say it or not, most of us in this are in the entertainment industry. We're trying to entertain people to make money. So that's what we do. I'm a model, so we're kind of in the entertainment industry, but we're a little bit more in fashion. So I actually am more in fashion industry than the entertainment industry, but I like to show a little song sometimes. Yes, I'm going to eat this cake, but after I'm done with this, I already had a bite. It's so good. It's my birthday cake. So that's why I have it. If my agency sees this, the bubbles in my hair. Ugh. Okay. Anyway. Ugh. I'm sorry. That's my biggest pet peeve. That's why I don't wear wigs a lot. I'm wearing this because it's going to be incorporated in my new look, but so I don't wear wigs a lot. It gets stuck in your lip gloss. Ew. Anyway. What I'm going to be doing is a lot of fashion stuff, but I don't want to get into fashion stuff. I want to talk more about them. And what I said was I don't really want to get into their personal lives, so I'm not really going to pay that any mind. I heard it was quite entertaining. It was quite entertaining to listen to. The people that do the videos, they're freaking great when it comes to entertainment. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. That's hilarious. So I don't really have an opinion on that because I don't know. And all in all, I don't know. I just know the messiness that people put online. So we're going to get past that and get to their treatment. They treated me very well. Brian and Andrew treated me very well. They treated me with very much respect. I talk to Brian sometimes about certain things, especially about the next thing I'm going to talk about. Really what was discouraging is that the young ladies are very just blind to their own mess. See, I am a spiritualist and I practice spirituality. Of course, you could probably tell, from all the stuff around me, that I am a spiritualist. And what my work is I clear negativity, I clear a lot of bad spirits, I clear negative spirits, I make sure spirits are out of homes, which most people think of as exorcisms, but I believe, and a few people I also talk to when I'm working in this field, believe that, no offense to Catholic priests, but they don't have any right to do exorcisms. But I'll get into that another time. But that's what I do. And I figured that since I did that the Whatever Podcast, especially the audience, would tear me apart. I figured they would tear me apart. Even though I'm a married woman. Yeah, I'm married. I figured that I would get teared apart, okay? But they didn't. They didn't tear me apart. I went with my natural hair, which is the faux hawk. People have seen it. It's all over the internet. I have myself with no makeup. So when people were going to say I'm wearing a wig and makeup, it doesn't fucking matter because I'm a model. So, whatever. Anyway, back to the Whatever Podcast. They treated me really well. And they even, the audience even rated me a 7 out of 10. See, I rated myself a 6, so, because I'm realistic. I'm pushing 40. I'm not young. I have short hair, naturally. I'm still getting into shape. I need to, still work on my physique, so I'm still working on my physique, even though I'm still a model and wear standard sizes. I'm still working on my physique because I have big boobs and, I'm always working on myself. There's so much I can work on, so that's why I rated myself a 6. I'm still above average, though, so just saying. Whatever. Anyway, it was a great time. So, go on months later, I'm going the Fresh and Fit podcast, so we'll just say this. I will say this straight up. The Fresh and Fit podcast, as far as the crew that works behind the scenes and Fresh, I really like them. I really enjoyed them they had great energy, even if they were clowning, like, and we were going with it. Like, it was a great time with the people behind the scenes. And Fresh, I liked Fresh. I know people say he's slow. I don't think he's slow as people think he is, because when you interact with him in person, it's a little different. Like, I feel his energy has a little bit of light. He has a little bit of light in his soul. Now, when it comes to Myron, he does not. As a spiritualist, I did not see any light in his soul. And he even tried to give me negativity, which I didn't understand, because I was very gracious to the podcast, because I do believe that a hard wake-up call is good for some people. I don't believe it's good for everyone. And mind you, I don't agree with everything they say at all. I think they treat black women very, very badly. Even if you're nice, because I was nice and he still tried to clown me, and I was just like, whatever. Like, you can see the podcast. Like, I didn't even react when he, like, clowned my hair and said I was the ugliest girl there. And it's like, okay, that's fine. That's your opinion. But I get paid for my looks, so I know that that's not true. So, you know, whatever. But his soul was dark. And I was like, I didn't understand him trying to push negativity on certain people. He wanted that one girl. She's really cute. She's from Guam. Her and her friend were from Guam. I liked both of them. They had really bubbly energy, but they were ready to go. They had other bigger, better things to do. And it seemed like Myron was probably attracted to one of them, which is the pretty one. I thought she was cute. Girl, you cute. I think your name Gabby. Gabby, you cute. But they weren't interested. And it kind of like, you know, once they left, it kind of shifted the whole thing. And he was just not interested in talking anymore. And then when we went around with the questions, because when he said that, it was because they have us write questions in a box, mind you. We write questions in a box before the show. And they said, you know, write a question, try to make it spicy, or, you know, just write something that you feel personally, you know, try to make it, you know, a little bit more exciting when you ask question, you know, ask question, you know. I understand what it's for. It's to be a little bit more disagreeable, have a little bit more debate, have a little bit more traction when it comes to people that watch. Because people do, no offense to Fresh and Fit, I really do notice that people only watch to see the confrontation between him and the women. And generally, I think what really messes them up is that it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Like, y'all kind of like make up things to like be mad about, instead of being really mad about something. Like, when you're really mad about something, that like, that's like real entertainment. But when you're faking like the reaction or trying to push hard to get someone to react to you, like they tried to do, well, not they, it's Myron. Like Myron tried to do to me when he answered the question that I asked, and I asked the question, who did he think was the top, you know, person as far as looks, and who did he think was the bottom? He said me as the bottom, and the one Guam girl who I think is beautiful, she is beautiful, she was the top. That was my choice as the top. I didn't care. I guess he expected a reaction. I just don't care. I know I'm attractive, so it doesn't bother me if you think I'm not attractive. Because I'm a model, I get rejected all the time, and I get accepted all the time. So it's something that's natural for me, so I have really high self-esteem, so you can't really like penetrate that well. But he's the only one, and I sent him his negative energy back. And I hope that he understands when you send energy like that to a spiritualist, I will definitely send it back, and it'll change your life forever. So remember that, okay? Don't send negative energy to people. I don't bother anyone. I help cleanse. I help people get right back on track with their life purpose. I do life purpose readings only, and I do very specific people. I do not charge. That's why I do very specific people that really need to understand their life purpose and to get foot on it this lifetime. So that way, next lifetime, because I do believe in that next lifetime, you don't have to suffer. And I could see that Myron isn't just sending negativity. It's a lot of things. He probably got made fun of a lot when he was young. He probably didn't fit in a lot when he was young. And now he's projecting. And projection is very powerful within ourselves, especially when you're that angry and you have that much negativity in your soul. I said you, like I'm talking to him. He projects himself, his own insecurities, hoping that it will strike a nerve with you, especially with black women. I think there was something, maybe he got made fun of a lot by black women or, you know, something, but he goes in, like he makes a point to go in. It's like, okay, whatever. We get that all day anyway. I mean, at least me, I don't really care. I went to have the experience. I wanted to see who these people were, and hopefully I was hoping to find someone to help with their life purpose, but then I was told that a lot of those women don't really want to change, which is sad because they should change. It would help their soul. That emptiness that they feel at night when they're asleep and wondering, what can I do different? It's their soul that's eating them because they're doing something they know is wrong. Okay? Selling your body is like selling your soul, especially just selling your body parts. I know a lot of people like to try to clown us models, but I'm a commercial model. I sell clothes. I sell clothes and I sell products. I don't sell my own body. So these young girls need to understand that they'll get to around my age, or 40, almost 40, and be really sad that they didn't really learn any life skills, because I have a lot of skills. That's why I can keep my own money, and I have my husband. I wouldn't have my husband if I didn't have certain skills either. That's what a lot of young girls don't get either. You have to be able to be there too. If you want a partner, you got to really be a partner. You can't just be there to just sit there. Because if you think that man won't leave or kick you to the curb, and you just gonna be sitting there like my boy right here, just sitting there, just not doing anything for yourself, that's gonna put you in a very bad predicament. Okay? I've had rich men. My husband's middle class. I'm middle class as well with my finances. So we're cool. And I wouldn't change that for the world. So I hope that some of these young girls learn from their mistakes and try to really build themselves so they can possibly find that partner, because not everyone's going to find their partner when it comes down to it. And when I say partner, my husband's still the head of household. We work together in the household, as in I do contribute my time and energy, sometimes finances, just depends. But I wish that these young girls would see that they're worth so much more than OF. But that was my experience. I wanted to get that out there. Oh, and Myron, and you made fun of my hair. Is it because you're upset that I have hair growing more in the spot where you had your transplant? Because it seemed a little personal. I didn't care, because I make money with what I do with my hairstyles and what I do with my look. So I was just wondering, because I didn't know you had a hair transplant. One, I didn't know that. And two, you can't be talking about nobody if you have a hair transplant about nobody's hair. Because at least my hair is mine and I can grow it out I grow my hair out. So whatever. It's for a look. It's entertainment. It's not for you. And it's not for any other men because I'm married. Now, when I was young, I had long hair. But when I became a fashion model and a commercial model as an adult, I changed that all up. So, ladies, I got more tea about different things because, Also, I just wanted to throw this out here, too. Fresh and Fit doesn't tell a lot of the women what they're doing when they come on those podcasts. The one girl that was a little overweight on our podcast thought we were going to be in a background audience. Apparently, another time they had a lady come in and thought she was going to be doing a yoga class because she thought Fresh and Fit was about yoga and fitness. So don't be too hard on these girls when they get on that podcast, because a lot of them really don't know what they've walked into. But they've walked into judgment, which is fine. We all have to walk into judgment. We all have to accept it and then walk away from it. You can accept it, you cannot accept it, but you got to experience it sometime. It's the world. It's what happens. So try not to judge them too hard. Some of them really don't know what they walked into. They literally get them that day. We had two girls that didn't speak the language and thought this was going to be some type of Cuban type of radio show. So yeah, out of all the podcasts, I have to say Fresh and Fit is probably the most misleading. Fresh and Mo and all of the guys in the back, great people, great light in their energy. Myron has dead soul. And he's going to have to fill that with love. And that's going to be very hard for him. And I hope he does find it. Because if he keeps pushing negativity towards everyone, he's going to really get it back. And he definitely got it back from me. So, I'm going to end it there. I know I made awkward eyes, but I'm going to end it there, guys. So I'm going to do more videos, of course, just talking to you guys about different subjects and, you know, discussing what I do as a model, what I do in my everyday life. I'm a baker now. I used to work at a different place. Now I'm a baker. I love my job now. It's so awesome. I forgot to say that in my other video. So if everyone catches this video, they'll know I'm a baker now. So, yeah. Thanks. I'll catch you the next time. Bye.